Dance, dance, dance. Move, move, move. Bust the move.
Okay, so get serious time. So I'm super excited. Let me make sure I'm okay.
I am
So
so sorry, you
I'm super
guys.
excited because, as you know, I am an intuitive reader, psychic, clairvoyant, clairradiant, clairaudient, telekinetic,
Like,
so
okay,
many different
bitch. I
words.
think we get it. You
A
can read mine,
messenger.
so.
I am a divine messenger, and I am here to share the lovely downloads that I've been ever getting. I've been ever so graciously to receive, because it is a gracious blessing to be able to receive messages from divine source, spirit, energy, and be able to transmute these messages and this energy into something for other people to ultimately understand. And um, one thing I will say is, excited as I am, I'm a teensy weensy, just a bit nervous, but only in the sense of like, wow, like it's more of excitement because the journey getting here, it's been a journey. And I am here to meet people on their journey, wherever you are in your journey, spiritual, conscious, just being here. If you came across this video, period, like you are on your journey, and I just know it and I feel it. And I'm happy for you. And we're meeting, and hi, because I am also on my journey. And by my journey, I mean my path, my life path, my purpose, whatever that may mean to you. As time goes on, and I continue to do this and get more into my flow and in my groove and surrender into that, we will ultimately get to know each other on higher levels, and things that I say will be more so understood the more you and I connect. Now, as we connect, we know that there's multiple people, like on a multitude of platforms, things, people out here watching and absorbing information. So as you come into my energy personally, I want you to set the intention to not necessarily just to listen, but to ultimately hear what it is that divine may have for you. Not necessarily like what I'm speaking, my voice, this and that, but ultimately knowing that this message is for you and owning it. You know what I mean? Because like, what we all need, that intuitive person, that empath, that kind of like witchy friend, I want to say, but like that friend that is always kind of like, I don't want to say preaching even, but they just always got some real shit to say. Okay, yes, that is me. Okay, that is she. So I know that anybody who's here with me right now, definitely y'all have real shit to say too. So please don't be afraid to comment, okay? Let me know how you feeling about these messages and these things that come through. So a little bit of background about myself. I am Sion Flowers, aka Spice Goddess, aka Goddess Nirvana on Instagram. Okay, TikTok, I'm Spice Goddess 888. Okay, Facebook as well. You guys can reach out to me on these different platforms. I am a psychic intuitive. I like to get into my tarot cards. Today we're going to be getting into Simplicity Tarot. So just a little preview of that. And we're also going to be pulling from our oracle deck. We can't forget about Kali Kali. So with that being said, like I said, a little history about myself. I come from a background of organized religion. Now, I say that because I don't have any anything against religion. Let me just say that. That's just something that was a platform for me to learn the things that I learned, and I've applied that knowledge in my life, very much well. I have studied the Bible. I've studied a few different religions. I've looked into Catholicism, um, what else? Christianity, Baptist, um, what else? Things along that line, because I had a very wide variety of friends that, and family that I hung around as a youth and coming up as a younger youth and coming up. I was open to that. And, ultimately back then you really didn't have a choice. If everybody was going to church, you had to get up and go to church too. And boop, that's where it was. But as time goes on and we get older, we ultimately come into an understanding like, okay, something's not right. You know what I mean? And like I said, as time goes on, we'll get into things like that, because I don't want to drag this on about me personally, okay? Because we ain't doing that. But that is just, ultimately, that is the truth. As I come here, I want to be as transparent as possible, so I'm going to let you guys know what it is that, who I am. It will be shown, and ultimately the messages that I'm trying to share, the knowledge, I am a light, and I have been called to share my light with others. So I'm here doing that, and I'm so thankful to source energy for moving me and making it possible. The confidence, okay, this new moon in Leo got me like, yes, like, get it, it's yours, go for it. And that's definitely what I've been feeling. So the intuitive messages that I've been getting, just feels like, first of all, lots of deep healing. I've been really, my Chiron has been like really activated, and it's just so interesting because I meant to totally look up Chiron, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna look that up, and we'll talk about that. But personally, my Chiron is in Virgo, and I believe Chiron is in Virgo right now. Like, I'm not sure, but don't quote me on that. I'm gonna look it up first. So back to that. But it's very important to know what your Chiron is right now. Now, Chiron is a planet. It is a cosmo. They claim that when it comes to size, it's not really that big, but they like to call him in astrology, and like mainstream astrology is what I'm gonna call, like, the wounded warrior, the wounded healer. I personally like to call him the galactic healer. I have seen that on other platforms before when it comes to Chiron and the energy of Chiron. It's so important that we come into ourselves and the inner knowledge of who we truly are. Now, I know I said that I come from a background of organized religion. Now, 2 years ago, up until, let me go ahead and light my candles. First of all, let me set intentions, okay? So, spirit guides, angels, archangels, ancestors, I come to you right now through the great good grace of Kali Ma, letting everybody in, because it ain't always easy to let others in, but we doing that, okay? Through the good grace of my gods and my goddesses. So I'm definitely gonna light these candles and allow for protective energy to come in and ultimately guide us on the way to better thinking, more positive affirmations about ourselves, a better way to understand ourselves ultimately, and that is why I'm here. So let me go ahead and light these candles, okay? Put the blessings on it. Ashe. Big Ashe, okay? Now I have a cinnamon candle because like I said, and I also already have candle work going on, period, because big witch energy, okay? Like, yes, I'm already burning candles back over here, so I know we stay protected and covered, okay? Now I got this cinnamon candle going, like I said, because I called on Kali Ma. She is a Hindu goddess. I'm not so much of organized religion anymore. I am very much so open to love, and love is my religion. So I'm open. There is things that I do believe in that others may not, and that's okay. You know, I do know that light and dark is a thing, and I am both. And naturally, I don't have a label. I'm not into labels and things like that. So personally, that's not what I came here to do, you know. But a lot of people would like to call it a witch, a Wiccan, or, you know, self-healer, soul care provider. There's so many dynamics to um the word witch. Sometimes I feel like it's like really a derogatory statement, because like, what? They burned people, they burned women. Okay, let me be frank and precise. They burned women and men, you know, of um you know, like belief. People who made things move, you know, and made energy move. They understood energy, they understood alchemy, they understood the laws and of the universe and the way of the land. They knew their herbs. They can heal through sounds and frequencies and lights, you know, and I have been called to that, you know, naturally. Like, I feel like I've always been attuned to a higher elevated type of thinking and a way of being that really couldn't fit into a box, like, or let alone a book. You know, like, shout out to the Bible because there's so much valuable information in there. Like I said, that was the, you know, catapult and the pedestal that helped accelerate, you know, ultimately my knowledge, because I did take the time as a younger youth, to study, you know, study what it is that these people are putting in front of me and wanting me to learn and absorb. I needed to know that. I didn't want to just be a part of something and not know what it was that they were asking of me. So I did take what it is that I was learning very seriously, because it was important to me. Now, I'm not just gonna be out here claiming something and I don't even know what it is, you know what I'm saying? So I was very much so at a point in this particular religion, the you know, where I could preach it back to other people. You know, I went through the initiations, you know, the things that you have to go through in order to receive that gift. Because like I said, ultimately it's a gift. I don't care what the name is behind it or why you're doing it, but God, source, goddess, you know, high vibrational energy, period. I've been called to do that. Now, the things with, you know, putting yourself out there and coming forward, being who you are, you know, like I said, people, it was women, it was thousands of people, it was um mass genocide against people who knew and who practiced their craft. And there are still things and derogatory things that are a derogatory agenda that is being pushed against the spiritual and the conscientious way of being. Now, you could take that however you want it, but there is an agenda, and I personally know this because you know, the heavy programming, the you know, families we were born into, just a lot of different things that consist of you know, the education system we have been taught, the way things have been taught to us, not really knowing. A lot of people don't even know, coming from where they have been or what they have heard of, like past their mother, they don't even know their family history. And this is for a lot of people, you know, in my age range. I'm very young, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm very young. I'm a youth. That's why I keep saying younger youth. I am a nice age. I think I'm very well seasoned. I've always been very mentally mature anyway. So just a matter of, you know, these, I'm a millennial. Let's say that too. Yes, I'm definitely a millennial. And you know, indigo, you know, like starlight, starbright. That's me. You know what I mean? Like, that's me. That's my tribe. I am of like the rainbow tribe, like rainbows, unicorns, dragons, all that other cool, you know, celestial, you know, I'm with that. That's me. That's who I am. And I've always been with that. So anything that could get my mind going and that intrigued me enough and gave me that, you know, that feeling. It's a feeling, like you feel it in your body. It's like, oh, you know, like the lights and the flow. It's all of that, you know what I mean? So it's like, you can't really like pinpoint that. And I don't really think that even has like a name to it, you know? So that's why I don't put myself in a box anymore. You know, I don't want to be, you know, labeled and, you know, like thrown, like judging and all that other good stuff. I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to be a part of things that do that. So that's why I've been called to be here and show up who I am right now today. And that is Spice Goddess Triple A. Okay, so we gonna get back into these messages. Like I said, we blessed, you know, our candles over here real pretty. Okay, light shining. I see like reflections of rainbows around me. I ain't gonna lie, high vibrational energy. I feel really freaking good. Okay, so let's get into it. So naturally I write. Okay, gots to journal. Okay, gots to journal. Yes, I love to write. Okay, we need you know what I'm saying? Like we gotta do what we need to do to remember these things, because my memory isn't always the best, but that's why I do write, so I could go back and reference to things, because a lot of things come to me throughout the day, especially when I'm in class. I could be doing an assignment and I just start thinking, and you know, my mind get to going every which way. So back to what I was saying about Chiron. So Chiron energy, you know, is very important to me right now. I will say this, because the healing that needs to be done with Venus in Leo, you know, the goddess of love in Leo, she's retrograde right now. So she's, you know, kind of moving a little backwards and got us kind of reevaluating how we move as far as how we show up for ourselves. Okay, and how we show up for ourselves naturally overflows into how we show up for other people. Okay, so there has been a level of mass awakening that is and has been taking place in the collective. So with this mass awakening that is taking place, we have to know and understand that with the light shining in, it's going to shine in places where people are not really comfortable with the light shining in. Oh my God, it hurts. So people are lashing out, people are projecting, people are angry, people are fearful. Okay, there's a lot of things that these light codes from the sun, and ultimately our spiritual sun Sirius are activating within us to heal, you know, Chiron coming in as well to heal us of these wounds. Now, if you do not know, what your Chiron sign is, get at me, comment down below, shoot me an email. I will put the links in the description, period. So, anyways, the Chiron energy will show you and highlight for you the energies that may seem like they have you stuck in a pattern. Now, when I checked out my Chiron personally, I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. You know, like, wow, I have been doing a lot of work because naturally I have recognized these things without digging too deep into my Chiron, except for when I did receive a intuitive reading from my girl Mimi Clark at Gaia Bloom. Go check her out on YouTube, okay, period. I love her so much. So I did check out a reading from her, and she let me know through my Chiron and Virgo energy that naturally I am a healer. I'm living in my purpose, literally doing this. This is me living in my purpose. So the more I get comfortable in doing this and showing up, you know, even not just in this space, but in whatever space I decide to grace, you know, with my energy, I am showing up as the healer. I am showing up like, well, what, you know, like, what do you need? That's who I am. Now, ultimately, the downside to that, you know, is a people pleaser. You know what I'm saying? Like wanting to be there for people, show up in ways that I know that they need me because I am on that, you know, more, you know, intuitive level to where they don't even have to say it. I know it. I'm going to come in, whoop, swoop you up, bam, you know, help raise those vibrations because that's what I came here to do. Naturally, I do that with my energy, okay? So, this Chiron energy, Venus and Leo retrograde, Mercury is getting ready to go retrograde, I believe on the 23rd. So like we're in the shadow of Mercury retrograde. I think Mercury is going to be in Virgo retrograding until maybe like September 15th, I think. I totally meant to write that down, but I'll come back with that too, just to be sure. I'll put some dates, but I'm pretty sure I'm correct with that. And then we have Lilith in the mix. You know, Lilith is hanging out with Leo as well. And a little background on Lilith, like, all hell goddess Lilith, because that is literally the goddess that woke me up. And I don't think people in astrology give Lilith her credit and her due diligence when it comes to what it is that she came here to do anyway. And her energy is just so va va boom, like some people can't handle it. You know, she has been defiled and degraded as well throughout time and throughout history, as her knowledge has even came back to people on who she is and what energy she possesses and things like that. So, you know, with Lilith's energy, you know, she's not playing, you know, and sometimes she shows up in ways that, you know, people don't always agree with. And a lot of people are fearful of Lilith's energy because they have these dark shadows naturally. Like I said, when these shadows, when a light is exposed to these shadows, it doesn't feel good. You know what I mean? So naturally people shy away and they want to go back into the dark, and they're like, no, 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 no. You know, like, stop shining the light on me. It hurts, you know. So naturally, a lot of people tend to shy away from her, but I have been lucky enough to be embraced and also brave enough, because like I said, a lot of people are very fearful. And when I was coming into Lilith's energy, I had people, you know, who I honestly felt and put on pedestals as if, you know, I'm not going to say as if anything, but these people to me had what I thought at the time to be, you know, good knowledge about the things that they believed in. But when I was letting these people know what it is that I was like feeling, And the thoughts that I was having about um, these goddesses and gods that were coming into my psyche, the things that I was thinking about, oh, you're crazy, you shouldn't mention her, she's not the goddess that you mention unless da da da. But if divine goddess Lilith put even her name on my brain, I believe that that's a call and a initiation, because ultimately, as I've been coming more into myself and aligning myself and my energies with my highest self, that is a confirmation for me. My candle back there going real crazy. Okay, my candle magic go crazy. I can't wait to show y'all some of my candle magic. But this candle over here looking real good too. Okay, like energy real steady, real potent. Big Ashe. You know what I mean? So it's like I was called by one of the most feared and the most, profound feminine energies. I don't even want to call her dark feminine, because, like, man, light and dark, man, like, what? You need the dark to even have light. And through the darkness came light, like this light is shining so ever bright. Like, ooh. I'm sorry. Let me take a little second. Okay. And we're back. Okay, so like I was saying, just knowing who we are ultimately and what we came here to do, and showing up for yourself in that energy is what's most important. And naturally, that's what I'm here to do. So let me get my cards out, because I feel like we need to get some tarot in it. Now, I've been doing tarot for the last it's been a while now. It's been a few months. I've been doing tarot for it's been literally probably like 8 months, 8 or 9 months or so. But I decided to get tarot cards because, like I said, I've always felt intuitive. Naturally, I have considered myself spiritual since about 2 years ago. I've always been spiritual in a sense, like I said, holding my devotion to what it is that I believe and having faith in what I believe naturally. So I believe that for myself, and I know that as I elevate my consciousness, my beliefs naturally are going to change. And change is good. Change is not a bad thing. As humans, we came here to evolve and to change. No one came here to be the same. Like, literally, we all came here with something to do. We all came to play a part, and I'm here showing up, playing my part. And naturally, I'm going to be blessed for that. I'm going to be blessed by doing that and doing this. So I'm keeping that energy going and flowing, period. So naturally, like I said, I've been doing this tarot, and tarot has been really good to me. I really love my tarot cards. It has naturally enhanced my relationship with divine, with spirit, like with my connection. It is something that I do naturally, and it feels so good. Even just holding my tarot cards right now just feels so good, y'all. It just you like, if you know, okay, like, if you know, it's just a euphoric type of feeling. It feels connected, it feels right. It just feels like everything that I've came here to do, I'm just doing it right here and now in this moment. And the activation of that is like, that like activates all the good stuff. It activates abundance, okay? Love, forgiveness, compassion, joy, happiness, all these higher vibrational energies that I manifest and thrive on. This is my energy naturally, and I'm so thankful and so blessed to be able to be in a space where I am sharing that, you know, and I'm sharing this because naturally I love to share, you know, like I literally will sit down and conversate with those that I love, you know, for hours about things. And we would, you know, constantly exchange energies, good energies, you know. Eight of Cups, moving away from that, you know what I mean? Like moving away from the old dynamics and how I used to do things, because uh I have so much to give, you know, like it's time that I share. So naturally, I still love and have those spiritual connections with those that I care about, obviously. But dynamics definitely have changed. And as my nose is itching, thank you, Spirit. Uh, Spiritual guide card out. I do like to just interpret as I go to, like as I shuffle, because Spirit is always talking. And naturally I want to pay attention and be in a, you know, absorb. Three of Swords out. Not shocked. You know, naturally too, with our Chiron energy, it naturally brings out our fears. And like I said with Lilith too, uh you know, she is considered to be a dark feminine goddess, and she's not coming to play around. Like she's not coming as Magdalene, you know, like she's not coming all flowy haired, and you know, and maybe she is, because Lilith can show up in whoever she wants to be. She's a shapeshifter, and her energy is something, you know, that a lot of people don't understand. And I feel like if you understand where I'm coming from, like with these energies and how I'm speaking and how I'm moving, you know, I don't really need to go too deep. As time goes on, you know, you either get it or you don't. You know, you either get it or you don't. And it's so energy that it's so interesting, the energy that's showing up in these cards as I'm shuffling, because my subconscious, you know, there's things that are always on your mind. Like, you don't want to, I personally don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't want to make people feel a certain type of way, but naturally being who I am, you know, and being me and showing up for myself as myself, I'm going to do that. I'm going to expose those dark energies within people, and I naturally am going to shed light on those spaces that need that light. That's what I came here to do, dark feminine energy. And I embrace my light feminine energy as well. I'm very much both, like I said, light and dark, and balance as I say that. Okay, because don't play with it. Don't. Star cards out here too. I know who I am. I'm the star of this. Like this is my show. We're all stars. We make up the galaxy. You know, like all these galaxies, these nebulas out here, like, hey, what's up? You know, let's intertwine, let's integrate. Because that's what we came here to do. Like, I'm not here to aggravate. I want to elevate. I came here to elevate, and to elevate those who know that they came here to do things differently. I'm very much non-traditional, very much changing the wave and how we view life as a people, as a person, as an individual, because I naturally run into people, and I do have a tribe. It's people just like me out here, you know, and naturally we connect, and it's something that literally cannot be explained. You just know, you know what I'm saying? And we're not being held down and held back by fear anymore. And that's what I naturally want to get into, because it's just something about that fear energy. Look, it's coming out. You know, Five of Wands, conflict, competition. You know, I feel like a lot of the times when we lean into who we are, like I said, it can cause havoc in some people's lives because they don't know who they are. But honestly, we're all just showing up trying to figure it out day by day. And that's what I truly believe. Like, as we go on, every day you discover something new about yourself. You learn something new. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to pick and choose what it is that we want to lean into. Are we leaning into fear, or are we leaning into faith? And like I said, Chiron to show up on all those places. That's why it's good for you to know your Chiron. If you don't, reach out. I have readings available. But it's just so important to know where you stand in these energies. You know, knowing yourself, knowing your worth, knowing who you are. No one can tell you that. These are things you have to know for yourself. You know, I could only come and highlight and give you signs and clues, but only you know who you are. Just like I, show up as that, be that, whoever that may be. I'm feeling the silence too. As I get into these cards. Something about shuffling that feels really good too. Just being with this energy, it just feels so right. So I'm glad that I'm here doing this. It makes me feel so good. So complete. Feeling of ease, feelings of flow, not holding back, moving forward. The Fool card is out here showing up. You know, new beginnings. I see lots of new beginnings as people come into this energy and who they are, and self-discovery naturally. So many things and opportunities come from that. Knowing who you are, stepping out on that, naturally stepping out on faith and what you believe, because you deserve that. Like, that is your birthright. And don't let others deter you from that. Like, I've been hearing a lot of speech of like a repetitive and an impediment of people implementing fear into your plans. I'm hearing that. And they don't see that that's what they're doing with their words, how they speak, even though, it could be coming from a place of encouragement, but at the same time, Hermit card, at the same time, no, we're not in that energy anymore. As people wake up and they discover who they are and who they want to be and who they came here to be right now in this moment, we need to be supportive of that. This Two of Pentacles keeps popping up. We cannot, I feel like choosing one, because the whole back and forth thing of like, I know some days it's like, okay, I want to show up and I want to be this for myself and I want to do these things, but I've tried that before and it didn't work out last time. And naturally that'll project into your conversations and into the way you start doing things. And naturally we start building up these walls. These walls start building, and we don't even know that these walls, that's what we're doing. But that's why we need to be mindful of the energy that we're using and the energies that we are interacting with. There's a big message coming in that I received too, that's like, be mindful of who you're sharing your ideas and your thoughts with and your dreams with, because people are unaware of sometimes that the darkness and the wounds that are within them, and naturally, when people are unaware, it kind of is like seepy energy. It's like it just kind of like leaks out. It's like leaky energy. Like this door keeps creaking. It's like creaky door energy, you
It's
know,
creepy as fuck. Door won't stop creeping
you
while
know.
I'm trying to talk. Like,
So
damn, spirit.
I definitely feel that. Like, definitely be mindful of, you know, I would say definitely give your energies and your ideas to divine, like that. A lot of us need to be meditating anyway, and just like really having conversations with source. I just seen the Empress card, you know, really fine-tuning our connections, definitely being into our candle magic, loads of self-care as we heal these wounds, as these wounds are being highlighted and forefronted. Spirit is literally calling for us to take care of ourselves better, take care of our minds better, take care of our, and naturally when we do that, 7 of Cups out here. So yeah, people don't know which way they want to, you know, do that. They don't know if they're like, if their shadows are poking out, like they want to tend to their shadows, or do they want to boss up? You know what I'm saying? Do they want to boss up, you know, with this Empress energy, that this big Leo energy out here? And as we move into Virgo, you know, Virgo don't play that either. You know what I'm saying? Like, Virgo is all about stability, practicality, you know, getting shit done, calling you out on your shit. You know what I'm saying? Virgo's not here to play that. You know what I'm saying? This new moon in Leo is giving us the
I was
confidence.
about to
It's
start
like giving
cabbage
us
patching,
that
y'all. I
kick
don't
in the
know what
butt,
I was finna
that
do. Bust a move.
that natural gusto. It's like a breath of fresh air. I got the rose quartz. I'm gonna
Don't knock on the door,
okay.
knock on the door.
Angels, archangels, spirit. Ooh,
Okay,
spirit
spirit, don't
already
play.
talking. Okay, the tower
Knocking
moment.
into the
Okay,
plants and
I'm
stuff.
not shocked. Okay, 3 cards fell out over here. I'm gonna keep going because that was just too many cards. Okay, not shocked. You know, naturally, like I said, as we move forward, there's things that are falling away. Tower card. Let me show you how that looks.
Everybody jumping off.
Tower card. You know, things are falling away. Old ways of being, old ways of doing. I feel like we're moving past a lot of things these days. 6 of Swords. Escape. Yep. Travel. We're moving past it. We have to. We have to move past these wounds and this hurt and these masks. What is this? 10 of Coins, wealth and family. You know, like, in order to receive these things that are for us, we have to move away from that. We need to know our Chiron and Virgo is being highlighted. My green candle back here, like, woo.
Look at the light, y'all. The light is so
okay?
bright.
Thank you, Spirit, so much for such divine energy. Okay, I'm so thankful, so grateful for love, grace, and guidance, compassion. You know, that's what we need to have. We need to have compassion and understanding. You know, naturally, we're supposed to be uniting. You know, the past 6 of Cups out, the past in innocence. So, you know, a lot of this stuff that's coming up is like old stuff. Page of Coins out here, Page of Pentacles, admiration. So some news coming. Very good things. 9 of Coins, very much abundant. You know, as we show up for ourselves in our authenticity, you know, we unlock so many codes. And naturally, when we the Judgment card is right here at the bottom of the deck. The Judgment card. So it's like as we flow, man, and we get away from the things that, you know, we heal. There is no getting away from. We heal. This Chiron, our wounds are showing up. Our shadows are showing up. They're here. You know, they're not going anywhere. 1818 on the clock. You know, it's a message and a call from your higher self to your inner child, lots of inner child energy, you know, to abandon those old ways of being and those old ways of thinking and naturally come together so we can unite. You know, we have to heal these wounds because it's time for us to unite. We have ideas out here that we need to be sharing, but we feel like we're being judged because the judgment card, we feel like we're being judged. So we're not sharing our ideas. We're being a little held back, feeling a little held bent because we don't know who's really for us, who's not for us. But, you know, I feel like we're past that too. You know what I mean? If anytime you are dealing with situations, and you're not really knowing if it's you or the other person, naturally take a step back. You know what I'm saying? Naturally, just back off a little bit, because sometimes that could be the energy is just so big. It's a lot for anybody to really understand, you know. So sometimes it could be, like I said, creaky door energy, and that could lead to some fears. Not everybody's like, oh yeah, that's my door, I know my door creaks like that, so I ain't even tripping. Motherfucker be like, you know, a person may be like, you know, oh well, I don't like creaky door sounds, can we go see what the creaky door is, you know? So naturally, we all have those people on the team. It made me think about Scooby-Doo and, you know, Velma, Fred, Shaggy, Daphne. They all had their different personalities, but they still all made up one team. They all had one objective, and the objective is to what? Work together. That's what I'm seeing here, because the Nine of Coins, abundance and luxury, you know. Ooh, we naturally come into that, like I said, as we move forward. Cards falling out, Four of Cups. So you're feeling bored, you know, with the old way of things. Page of Cups. So emotional messages, like I said, that's just confirming the Page of Pentacles out here. Queen of Wands energy. We're opening up and we're learning to naturally receive this energy and wield the wand, knowing that we have the magic, we have the power to co-create our life, because we're bored, we're tired of sitting around waiting. You're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for something to happen. Things that don't even need to happen anymore, because I feel like you've learned these lessons. These are past life lessons that have been replaying. It's like a replay, and you've been trying to get away from these. You've been trying to swim away, but you need to embrace. Okay, you need to really embrace who you are. We cannot run from who we are. And naturally, when these fears come up, they're things from deep down inside. They're not anything outside of you. It can't be the other person. It's you. It's you. You know what I'm saying? Hi, you. Hi. You know, like, and it's me as well. You know, like, I naturally don't blame anybody. It's a time of accountability. Taking accountability. That Queen of Wands, she's sitting there, she like, yeah, I know exactly what it is that I'm doing. I know exactly what it is that I'm manifesting. I'm manifesting abundance. I'm manifesting love. I'm manifesting clarity. I'm manifesting passion. I'm manifesting confidence to move past and do these things that I need to do. I may be a little young at it. I might be a little, you know, what's the word? Kind of beginnery. I might be a little, that's not even a word, but oh well, like, people make up their own words every day, right? So like, yeah, you know, you might be a beginner, we might be beginners, but you have to start somewhere. That is my message. You have to start somewhere. My message is also, you know, trusting in a divine timing to, you know, step forward and make these decisions to move past these things, guys. We have to. King of Coins right here at the bottom of the deck. Leadership and abundance. So I feel like we're walking into that naturally. Temperance card. Balance. Yes. We're doing that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what it is. Yes. Knight of Cups out here. So faithfulness and romance. It's, you know, that Virgo You know, that Virgo energy is just like, yeah, they love that. You know, Lover's card out here in reverse. That's interesting. You know, the Virgo is with all that. They love to be spoiled and pampered. Okay, that's Virgo energy. They love compliments. You know, they might not always say it, but that Virgo energy, they love compliments. Really love to be kind of put on a pedestal type energy. So I feel like as we move out of Leo energy right now, but with the confidence and the zeal and the passion and the gusto to get out here and show up for yourself, Virgo is coming right behind Leo. Like, yes, boom, what? Pose, okay? Pose, baby. Like, push through. Like, yes, you're showing up for yourself. You are not sitting back just letting things, you know, kind of go every which way anymore. It's time to really like move forward. You know what I mean? Like that's just what it's time for. And I'm definitely gonna pull a couple of cards from Kali Ma really quick. And she's already popping out. Like, what? Definitely gonna pull a couple cards from her really fast because I know she got something to say and I invited her to this party. So, let's see if I forgot anything. Surrendering our worries, you guys. That's something that I'm feeling really heavy right now too. Like, just really coming in this dark of the moon. Shadows will be out. It always is. Shadows are out, and sometimes they don't always come to play nice. You know, sometimes they come and they're ready to set shit on fire. They're tired of being in the dark, you know, and they're ready to be exposed and let out. Like, Spirit's calling you, like, hey, show up. Please show up. Please show up. If you don't show up for anybody, please show up for you. You know what I mean? Like, show up. Okay? Because naturally, we all play a part in this. We all play a role in what it is we came here to do. And I hope that this message sparks something within you. And I hope that naturally we healed Kamala Dabi. Not surprising. Ooh, 25 on the clock. 25. Just, oh, wow. Naturally. Yes. 25, 25, 18, 18, 888. Okay, 10, 10, 11, 11, 111, 777, 717. Okay, 23, 23, 13, 13, divine feminine energy, 19, 144, 144. Okay, this is the energy we're bringing. 38, Kali gifts. The universe is blessing us. Thank you, Kali Ma. Ooh, Kali Ma already speaking. Already. Thank you, Kali. So, yes, heart chakra energy. Okay, I'm going with these three cards right here, period. Yep, and Sodashi, so a spiritual healing. And I'm not surprised she came back out, Kali Kapali. Okay. Thank you, Kali Kali. So, the first card that was on the top is heart chakra energy. You know, like big heart chakra energy, you guys. That Chiron is like, man, I'm ready to be healed, you know, like, please. And I sound like I'm pleading, but I am. It's a call, you guys. Show up for yourselves. Show up. Be who you came here to be. Your heart is like calling you. It's time to drop from that logical way of thinking and overthinking, being in your head too much. You're constantly overthinking it, and when you're overthinking it, you're naturally missing because your heart's like, man, I've been ready. You know, like, I'm ready to do this. We are ready. You have to drop from that logical, you know, standpoint and into that feminine. That's where the divine feminine comes into play, because we also have Kalika Tantrika. And look at this card. Let me just show you this one. Yes. Look at that. Like, she's literally standing over the masculine. This is a call from the divine feminine energy to submit, to surrender. Surrender, solar plexus energy, that that Venus and Leo retrograde energy, it's time to stop going back and forth. The Two of Pentacles is in my head for whatever reason. You're bored with that. You're tired of doing that. You're tired of doing the same old thing. You know what I mean? You are moving out of that into your gracious, divine feminine energy. And then look, we have the Kundalini Shakti. So we're seeing these kind of like twin flame energies play out in real form here. And it's so beautiful. I haven't seen these two cards together before, but these two cards together is like, man, like I said, that passion, that zeal, that yes, like I'm ready for you. Like, that's what the universe is saying right now, in every which way. If you are not in a relationship, I can see love coming in for you. If you are in a relationship, I feel like there are things being highlighted within the relationship with Venus and Leo retrograde. Is just highlighting the things within ourselves that we need to be working for naturally. So we're not projecting these energies off onto our partner anymore, because naturally we want things to flow. We want our home life to be full of love. Heart chakra energy. We want love in between these things. We want love in the middle. We want balance. Temperance energy, so all these things naturally can flow. So the abundance can naturally flow, it's here. Our inner child is really banking on that. We want stability. We want things to fall into place for us. We want new opportunity. We want to move forward and do things that we know we need to do. Kali Kapali's energy on the bottom of the deck, that 8 came back, 888. Naturally. Let me look up Kali Kapali's energy, and then Kali Yantra was after that. So I feel like a lot of us need to be in our meditative energies as well. And Sodashi was on the bottom of the deck. And spiritual cleansing for a lot of us naturally are coming into lots of healing energy. So there's some truth coming out. Like I said, we are at a point where those shadows and those things, they are here on the brink, and they expose. It ain't no hiding anything. Very much coming forward, like coming out, like coming out of the closet type of thing. And I feel that naturally. I don't even, so yeah, an ending. It says that with the skulls around Kali Kapali's neck, the skulls represent an ending and also a triumph of a more powerful force. In this case, divine will over a lesser force. In this instance, typically human ego or plans. So it says the skull indicates a need to acknowledge that while we are a powerful divine spirit with free will and much creativity, we also need to operate within the higher power of a far greater wisdom. Okay? So such spiritual hierarchy is not oppressive in any way. It is a sacred order that keeps us safe and helps us to grow. At a soul level, we have agreed to walk a particular spiritual journey this lifetime. Our empowerment comes not through resisting, but engaging with our life path, no matter how mysterious, devastating, or deeply challenging our experiences may be. Okay, so Kali Kapali also signifies that somehow, even out of the darkest interior struggles, suffering will give way to spiritual freedom and deep peace. She says, commit yourself to participating and co-creating your life path with all the passion of your mind, body, and soul, while submitting to greater workings of your destiny with all the trust your heart can muster. Okay, I feel that. And it's just also confirming what I've said, and my nose will not stop itching. So yes, very much confirming. Spirit's so happy with me. I know that my message has been delivered because my nose won't stop itching. So I'm not going to run this video for too much longer. But I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you've been here for this long, what's up? Okay, we definitely moving forward with more positive vibes, higher vibrational energies, you guys. Definitely moving forward. Like, it's time to elevate, and that's what I came here to do. So